advice and simple steps to improve. Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about learning English. English is one of the most popular languages in the world. Millions of people use it every day. They use English at school, at work, when they travel, and on the internet. If you can speak English, you will have more chances to study, work, and make friends with people from different countries. Many people think English is difficult. They worry because they cannot remember new words. They are afraid of making mistakes. Sometimes they study for a few weeks, and then stop because they feel tired or bored. I understand these problems because many English learners have the same experience. The good news is that everyone can improve their English if they study in the right way and practice every day. The first piece of advice is to have a clear goal. Ask yourself why you want to learn English. Maybe you want to pass an English test. Maybe you want to travel to another country. Maybe you want a better job in the future. Some people want to watch movies without subtitles or read English books. When you have a clear goal, you will have more motivation to study. Write your goal on a piece of paper and read it every morning. This small habit can help you remember why you started learning English. The second piece of advice is to study every day. You do not need to study for many hours. It is better to study for 20 or 30 minutes every day than to study for 3 hours only once a week. Daily practice helps your brain remember new information. If you are busy, you can learn while you are waiting for a bus, walking to school, or having a short break. Even 10 minutes of practice is better than no practice at all. Next, learn new vocabulary every day. Words are very important because we need words to speak, listen, read, and write. Do not try to learn 100 words in one day. Instead, learn 5 or 10 new words every day. Write the words in a notebook. Write the meaning and an easy example sentence. For example, if you learn the word happy, you can write, I feel happy when I play football with my friends. Reading your own example sentence makes the word easier to remember. You should also review old words often. Many students learn new words but forget them after a few days. This happens because they do not review. Read your vocabulary notebook every evening or every weekend. Try to use the new words when you speak or write. The more you use a word, the easier it is to remember. Listening is another important skill. At first, you may not understand everything. And that is normal. Start with easy listening materials. Listen to short conversations, children's stories, or simple English videos. Listen to the same recording many times. The first time, just listen. The second time, listen carefully. The third time, repeat what you hear. This method can help you improve both listening and speaking. Speaking is very important too. Many students know many grammar rules but cannot speak. The reason is simple. They do not practice speaking. Do not wait until your English becomes perfect. Start speaking today. Speak with your classmates, your teacher, your friends, or even yourself. You can stand in front of a mirror and talk about your day. For example, you can say, Today I woke up at 6 o'clock. I had breakfast. Then I went to school. This is an easy way to build confidence. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. Even very good English speakers sometimes make mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They help you learn. If someone corrects your English, say thank you and try again. Every mistake is a chance to become better. Reading is also a good way to improve your English. Choose books, stories, or short articles that match your level. Do not choose very difficult books because you may feel frustrated. If you understand about 80 or 90% of the words, the text is probably right for you. When you find a new word, try to guess its meaning from the sentence before using a dictionary. This habit can improve your reading skills. Writing can also help you remember grammar and vocabulary. You do not need to write a long essay every day. You can write 5 or 6 simple sentences about your life. For example, you can write about your family, your school, your hobbies, or your plans for the weekend. After writing, read your sentences again and check for mistakes. If possible, ask your teacher or a friend to give you some advice. Grammar is important, but do not study grammar all the time. Learn one grammar point at a time and then use it in real life. For example, if you learn the present simple tense, write 10 sentences about your daily routine. If you learn the past simple tense, tell a story about your last holiday. Practice is more important than only reading grammar rules. Another useful idea is to think in English. Many learners first think in their own language and then translate into English. This takes a lot of time. Start with simple ideas. When you see a chair, think, "This is a chair." When you drink water, think, "I am drinking water." Little by little, your brain will become more comfortable with English. Technology can help you learn English. You can watch English videos, listen to English songs, use language learning apps, or read English news for beginners. However, do not spend all your time only watching videos. You should also speak, write, and practice actively. Learning happens when you use the language, not only when you watch other people using it. If you have friends who are learning English, study together. You can ask each other questions, practice conversations, and share new vocabulary. Studying with friends is often more fun than studying alone. You can encourage each other when learning becomes difficult. Remember to make English a part of your daily life. Change your phone language to English if it is not too difficult. Write your shopping list in English. Name the objects in your room in English. Read simple English messages every day. These small activities help you use English naturally. It is also important to be patient. Learning a language takes time. You cannot become fluent in 1 week or 1 month. Sometimes you will improve quickly. Sometimes you may feel that you are not making progress. This is normal. Do not give up. Keep practicing every day, and one day you will see that your English is much better than before. When you feel tired or lose motivation, remember your goal. Think about the reason you started learning English. Celebrate small successes. Maybe today you learned 5 new words. Maybe you understood a short video without subtitles. Maybe you had your first conversation in English. These are all important achievements. Van ben NCC hunheinally. Enjoy the learning process. Do not think of English as a school subject only. Find activities that you like. If you enjoy music, listen to English songs. If you enjoy sports, watch sports programs in English. If you enjoy cooking, read simple English recipes. When learning is fun, it becomes much easier to continue. To finish my talk, I would like to give you some simple advice. Study a little every day. Learn new words and review old ones. Practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Be patient, work hard, and never give up. Every small step brings you closer to your goal. I believe that if you practice every day with a positive attitude, your English will become better and better. Thank you very much for listening. I hope my advice can help you enjoy learning English and become a more confident English speaker. I wish you success in your English learning journey.